As you can see, I have a bunch of Apple computers behind me. This is the one I've been making my videos on. This is a 2013. That died the other day. Now, just to show you that I'm not just some typical Apple user, I also have a Mac Mini. What is this? An iPad. iPhone 6. iPhone 4. iPhone 4 again, 4S this time. iPod. Good old iPod, remember that? What is this here? iPhone 3G. Interesting. This is another iPad mini. Here's a fancy Apple bag. Then you got, oh, we'll save this for a second. Another iPad. iPhone 4, another one. How about this? What is this? iPhone 6. What about this? iPhone 4 again. And iPhone 5S. A lot of Macs here. I also have one in the control room too that's also a G5. This is an iPhone 7. Watch how nicely this box closes. It's so slow, so elegant. Now I have a lot of money invested, as you can see, in Apple products. Tens of thousands of dollars, if not more. But my relationship with Apple is coming to an end, and I'll tell you why. When they started with the G3 back here, they had a FireWire 400 connector, and then they got rid of that. Then they came out with a FireWire 800. I'm like, okay, that's faster. And then they got rid of that. And then they came out with Thunderbolt, and then they got rid of that. And then they had Thunderbolt 2, and they got rid of that. Now they have some weird connector. All these other companies have come out and built gear that relies on these connectors. And Apple goes out and changes this stuff. Then they go take out the headphone jack on the iPhone 7, and they give you one of these. You see this thing? You're probably familiar with it. Apple is basically saying, well, screw you guys, because you can't charge your phone and listen to music at the same time with your headphones. So you got to go to some other company. Apple is now a company of a bunch of glued together machines that you can't alter at all, and adapters. I don't know how they went from the greatest company in the world that serviced artists and musicians to a bunch of glued together machines and adapters. But even worse is their software. So I'm trying to do a video the other day for one of my interview shows with a guy named Greg Wells. And he says, let's record on FaceTime. It's better than Skype. I'm like, okay, no problem. So I go and set up the FaceTime. We get on there and I go and look for the record button. Well, there is no record button for FaceTime. It doesn't exist. I say, okay, well, let me try and use QuickTime and I'll do a screen capture. So I do a screen capture. He says, test it out. Let's see if it works. And his voice doesn't come out. So you can't use QuickTime to capture the screen, even though I can hear him perfectly and he can hear me. We're both in the shot. So I had to say, you know what, Greg, I can't figure this out. Let's do this next week. So I got my assistant in here who knows everything about all this stuff. And he could not figure it out. We have it hooked up to other machines. We're coming out of the headphone jack into Pro Tools and another computer, and it will not record the audio. We could not get FaceTime to record. Okay, here's FaceTime. Go over here. You look around. What do you see? You see nothing. Where's the record button? There's nothing. Here's an app that they used to have on their old machines when Steve Jobs was running Apple. It was called iChat. Here's how it worked. If you go up to video here, and you go down, you see a thing called Record Chat, which is what I figured would be on FaceTime. Record Chat. This seems like a real sensible thing here. You want to record your video with someone. So you'd click on that, and then it'd come up full screen, and it would be your picture down in the corner here, and then the full screen would be the person you're talking to. Here's a video with my mom that I recorded probably about 7 years ago. Here's me up here in this corner with Lennon. You can hear it perfectly.
Oh, it is? Try it.
Okay, so FaceTime doesn't really work. You want to know what's even worse? iTunes. It's the worst music player in the world. It didn't used to be that way when Steve Jobs ran the company, but it's pathetic. Check it out. Here's the new iTunes store. What do we got here? Well, we have all the new music that's out. I don't care about that. Radio? What is this? What is radio? I don't even know what this is. Okay, well, that's useless. Browse? New music? Well, that's the same thing as the store, basically. New music. Playlists? What are these? Featured playlists? Whose? Apple's? Chart toppers? Well, I don't care about that. What about For You? Well, For You. Isn't this just the same thing that these other three were? The store, radio, and browse? They have all the same stuff. Okay, let's get to the library where it's music I want to listen to. Okay, here's music I have. Let's see, I've got Aaron Copland here. Comes up first. Let's see, I want to play a song. How do I play a song? I click on it. Oh, wait a minute. No, it authorizes it. I guess I can't play that one. Let me try this here. I play a song here. Does it play? Huh, wait a minute. It's not playing. Is it playing? Turn it up. Okay, it's playing here. I go here. Wait, what are all these things? Show and playlist, get info, love. What is this? Oh, I love that. Well, I don't love that. Well, I don't want. Why is that there? Okay, what else is here? Rating. Oh, I'm gonna give it 5 stars. Well, if it's gonna be my collection, it's gonna be 5 stars. Who rates their music? Show and Finder. Go to current song. Well, I'm on current song. Does that make any sense that they'd have go to current song when you're already on it? What is the point of all this stuff? Go to current song, go to the song in iTunes store. Well, you already have the stuff for you. If you subscribe to this, can't you just listen to the stuff? You have to go to the store and buy it now? This is the dumbest program ever. This is the old iTunes from 10 years ago. I still have it on a computer. You type in what you want and the stuff comes up. There's no extra buttons up at the top. I type in Bartok comes up. I type in Bach comes up. I type in the Beatles come up. There's no extra buttons. There's nothing. It says My Music, Playlists, Match, iTunes Store. No dots. It's completely simple. They make FaceTime worse by taking away all the good things of iChat, and they made iTunes worse by adding all these things that nobody needs or wants. Where's the simplicity? Where's the Steve Jobs simplicity? The rounded corners, the sleek design, the intuitive apps that my mom, who was 83 when she started using Apple computers, could figure out. Remember when Apple's old slogan was Think Different? I got a new one for you. How about Apple? It's good if you like crap.